Are you looking for some help with how to develop and implement an effective and healthy succession plan? Hi, my name is Will Heath, developer of the Succession Framework. I specialize in helping leaders navigate the reality of succession planning. As a starting place, I recommend you take the time to orient yourself to what succession planning actually is. For instance, what are the different ways a church or nonprofit go about implementing a succession plan? Did you know there are 3 basic ways this happens? Which one of these options would best fit your situation and why? What are the questions you need to be answering as you develop a succession planning strategy? And finally, what can you be doing on the front end of your planning process to help ensure your organization's structure and the people that make it up are prepared to navigate a season of transition? Once you have a better understanding of the things that go into developing a succession plan, you will want to do an initial design of what your strategy would look like. You'll want to choose the process that you think best fits your situation and develop a methodology for implementing it. You will also begin outlining a communication plan. With your initial design in place, your next step will be to evaluate some key areas. The goal here is twofold. First, you'll want to make sure your design is informed by the best available information. The data you uncover will either support your initial plan or cause you to make some adjustments. Either way, using reliable data to inform your planning process on the front end will go a long way in establishing credibility and buy-in from your core leaders. And second, this will give you a chance to identify problem areas. No succession plan is perfect. In your evaluation, there are sure to be problem areas uncovered that you are not able to fix. Being able to identify and document these challenges is a lot better than being caught off guard later. Once you're comfortable the design is supported by the best information available, you will want to gather trusted key leaders. In these gatherings, you will let them know why you are developing a succession planning strategy now, explain how you plan on finalizing and implementing the transition plan, and tell them what their role in the process is. You will also solicit their input. You're not inviting this group to redesign the overall strategy, but their input is valuable. Use their feedback to make any tweaks necessary. They may see things you haven't accounted for yet. You can also use the questions they ask to anticipate the types of questions you will get when it's time to implement the process and roll out the succession plan to the organization at large. Your next step will be to hit the pause button and review where you have been and what you have learned along the way. What is succession planning? What does a succession planning strategy look like in your ministry? How has the information gathered influenced your planning process? And are your key leaders ready to invest in this season with you? And when the time is right and everything is in place, your plan is in place, it is supported by the best available information, and you have accounted for the feedback of your key leaders, it's time to implement your strategy and steward well this season of your ministry.